Hello, and welcome to my little corner of the cosmic universe. This is High Priestess Indigo, and I'm back with another reading for the collective. So I'm going to start with a prayer. I'm going to pull some subconscious cards, and I'll see what deck I'm led to. Almighty God, I thank you. Please allow me to be a clear portal and a clear channel for your Holy Spirit and your divine will. God, I ask that you bless each and every person that comes across this video. You know who they are and where they are on their journey and what they need. And God, I ask that you bind and return to sender any and all negative energy, negative entities, evil eye, projection, spell work, black magic, dark magic, hoodoo or voodoo, anything that is not of your purest and highest divine light. These things I ask in Jesus' name. Amen. What a week. What a week. It has been a very busy work week, and I am looking forward to the weekend. Let's see. Oh, okay. Take this one and that one. Let's see. Spirit. Take. All right. Okay. I'm gonna take that one too as well. Okay. So, got a few extra cards this time, but I was told to hold on to all of these. Address wound of moral injury, suffering from a deep conflict between personal values and actions taken or witnessed, often seen in military veterans or individuals who have experienced ethical dilemmas. And I'm picking up a masculine energy right off the rip. Needing to address a fear of vulnerability, a strong aversion or fear towards being emotionally exposed, open, or vulnerable, often resulting from past experiences of betrayal, rejection, or emotional harm. Needing to heal a worthiness wound, feelings of inadequacy, unworthiness, or not feeling deserving of love, success, or happiness, often stemming from past experiences of rejection, criticism, or neglect. Needing to heal a humiliation wound, persistent shame, avoidance of social interactions, and chronic self doubt leading to low self esteem and difficulties forming trusting relationships. Needing to address the psychic attacks, the perception of negative energies or entities affecting one's spiritual and mental state. A blockage of the root chakra, issues related to survival, stability, and grounding. And then we have needing to address body spirit dissonance, a state of disconnect or disharmony between one's physical body and spiritual essence, leading to feelings of alienation, disconnection, or discomfort within one's own skin. Needing to heal from betrayal wounds, deep emotional pain resulting from a perceived betrayal by someone trusted, leading to difficulties in trusting others. So these are the subconscious cards. They can be past or present what this person needs to heal or has already healed. And we got a lot of subconscious cards out here today. So let's see what we got going on in the energy. So let's go ahead and get this reading started. We got hot and cold, thirst trap, mental health issues, flings, retaliate, unconditional love, excess baggage, lazy, Coronation Day. Oh boy. Cursing themselves. Let me get some more cards here. What's this graffiti deck? I feel like there's a lot going on in this energy today. So y'all thank you for bearing with me. Put this back. All right, we got emotional intelligence, fishing, homelessness, a non-player character. So let me go ahead and get this reading started. So we have a reading for masculine energy, particularly a karmic masculine energy. This is somebody that is showing up in the energy right now that is, man, this person's world is quite literally crumbling before their eyes. This is somebody that these, well, for one, let's just start with the subconscious wounds. These subconscious wounds are very present. This person is quite literally in the thick of all of these subconscious cards. This is giving me a masculine energy who really he went very far in a direction that is ultimately netted him nothing. This is somebody who is showing up having been very hot and cold. This is somebody who was very concerned with exploring, their options. This is also somebody who has given themselves over very much to thirst traps. This is somebody that, let me just say it this way, whoever this masculine energy is, their libido and their sexual desires and urges was really kind of in charge of their lives. And as a result, this is somebody that quite literally walked away from unconditional love to basically be able to continue to keep their options open and to stay in this lust energy. Wow. This masculine energy is currently sitting stuck in their head, really going through, really having to finally kind of have a come to Jesus moment in terms of facing themselves and realizing what they've done as it relates to this unconditional love that was in the form of a divine feminine energy. This is somebody who is currently going through mental health issues. And I'm really getting what mental health issues it is these entity attachments that this karmic masculine has. They're quite literally sitting on him. This karmic masculine is dealing with a lot of depression, a lot of anxiety, a lot of guilt, but most importantly, this is somebody who is currently feeling, this is also why the mental health issues is coming up. This person is quite literally feeling homeless in their mind. This is somebody that is, they're not stable mentally and emotionally. They're ungrounded. This is somebody that is kind of out in the cold because, like I say, the culmination of their decision making and the choices that they made have gotten them kind of right smack dab in the middle of not only a resounding tower moment, but this person is really starting to understand that they have not only made the wrong decision and choosing flings and lust over unconditional love, but they're also understanding that this person is really kind of looking back at their lives and they're realizing that they've been marching toward a direction that ultimately nets them nothing. So this person is Like, not just having to realize they walked away from unconditional love, but they're also having to realize that they have been lazy as it relates to them working on themselves. They've been lazy as it relates to them just accomplishing anything of note or of value in their lives. It's kind of like, it's giving me the cartoon of the, uh, what is it? Like, ants store up for the winter. And it's like this, I don't know, we'll say a rabbit or something that didn't prepare for the winter. It's always like those old Warner Brother cartoons where somebody stores away their food for the winter for hibernation, and then there's a, cartoon character that is like, they've enjoyed the whole summer. They've, you know, ran, and out and was doing all these things and being busy and, entertaining themselves that they didn't prepare for the winter. And then the winter hits and then they're starving to death. And they're like, looking for food because they didn't prepare for winter. This is literally how this person is feeling. Like, they have spent their whole lives partying and enjoying these flings and, these thirst traps, and they've really given themselves over to this energy. This is somebody that honestly reveled in being low vibrational when it came to, the type of people they entertained. The more karmic and toxic, the better. This person mistakenly took this form of attention as like love and affection, and so they really kind of built their lives around this kind of constant stream of people like desiring or wanting them or needing them. Like, this person basically was using flings with thirst traps as a means of making themselves feel good about themselves, not really ever considering the temporary kind of nature that is flings and, lust based relationships. This person really never thought that far ahead. I hate to say that. Like, this person really was, a kind of very much YOLO, living in the moment type of energy. And so, they were all about instant gratification, and it's all about the moment and having fun and partying. And now it's winter spiritually. You know, People are finding out that, you know, years of them kind of getting away with this, not working on themselves, being in these kind of hedonistic type of energies where they just like partying and sexing. They're starting to see now that they weren't paying attention to the signs that things were shifting and people were shifting and the energy was shifting and the vibrational frequency of this planet is shifting. So this is somebody that is now finding themselves waking up to what is essentially this changing spiritual world, and this person has not prepared in any way to be a part of this new earth. So this person is really understanding now that they are showing up now in their lives as having excessive baggage because they basically have been lazy because they've been so focused on instant gratification and partying and their sexual needs. And as a result of them wanting to stay in this energy, this person quite literally failed their spiritual test, and they walked away from unconditional love to basically, as Empress T4444 would say, to go sit on their own personalized clearance rack. So this person is quite literally, on Karmic Boulevard, and they're homeless. They're mentally homeless because this is somebody that, when they were supposed to have been working on themselves, when they were supposed to have been elevating and growing as a person, they didn't choose that route. Now this person is sitting back cursing themselves because, like I said, they're looking at their lives and they're watching other people elevate, you know, particularly they're watching this divine feminine who they didn't choose, who was this unconditional love. They're watching this divine feminine energy be elevated, and they're watching, her continue to progress because she has demonstrated not only emotional intelligence and her ability to be, in tune with her own feelings. Because that's really what emotional intelligence is about. It's about knowing how to manage your own emotions, but also being able to actually accurately read other people's emotions, and also provide them a sense of understanding, and maybe even empathy or sympathy, because you're able to relate to them from a place where you're not making things about yourself. So this person is finding that they're very much kind of behind the curve. This is kind of like the person that, you know the kid, the high school slacker, and then it's suddenly, graduation is coming up, and they're watching all of their other classmates, getting ready for graduation. They got their cap and gowns, they're getting ready to do their grad photos, and this person has been skipping school, and they're finding out not only are they not graduating with their peers, but they're woefully behind because they haven't been showing up to school. This is this person. This is somebody who, was always very hot and cold. This is giving me somebody that was very much a runner. This is somebody that was afraid of vulnerability. This was somebody that was afraid of being in touch with their feelings. This is somebody that displayed low emotional IQ because they had not been working on themselves. This person was very much caught up. I feel like I said this, this somebody very much had a very heavy Jezebel incubus, entity on them. And so, like I said, this person was in this energy because they had this excess baggage, because they had these subconscious wounds that they had not been healing and had not been working on. And so now this person, like I said, they're waking up and realizing that not only they're not graduating, but they're actually being put back in like freshman year. And this is somebody that is of the age where they should be with the graduating seniors, and they should be graduating with honors, but instead they're being demoted back to freshman year because they have missed so much school that they essentially have to start over. Yeah, this is somebody that has been in the energy as a hellboy, a toxic lover. This is somebody that has left a trail of broken hearts. This is somebody that's very good at, breadcrumbing people. They've been breadcrumbing all of these flings and thirst traps that they interacted with. And so part of why they did not choose this divine feminine is because she refused to take these breadcrumbs. She refused to accept him as just being a toxic lover. And so in his ego, and in his, non-character entities that was attached to him, this person in their bright ideal, meaning their ego, decided to retaliate and choose somebody else over this divine feminine. Only now they're realizing that their desire to retaliate against this divine feminine by not choosing them and choosing unconditional love is really what screwed them. So yeah, this is the problem with this kind of energy. When you're revengeful or vengeful, spiteful, out to get anybody, when you're in this kind of energy, you're quite literally manifesting this energy into your own life. And this is what this person didn't understand, because this karmic masculine had no understanding of spiritual law. They had no understanding of spirituality. This is somebody that may have believed in God, but more as a abstract construct than as a actual, like, there's consequences to my action, there's karma, there's divine judgment. Like, this person is now being introduced to it, but also they're being introduced to the reality of their life, which is they have not done anything with their lives. They have nothing to show for themselves. And this has really got this person feeling even more in this homeless energy, because, you know, this is somebody that is quite literally looking for somebody to take care of them emotionally. And when I see this homeless card, that's really what this always reminds me of. Is it's like, this is somebody that's the term that we hear now is hobosexual. This is somebody that deals with people, particularly these flings or thirst traps, because this person needs energy, because they're not working or healing themselves. So what they do is they really are using these flings and these thirst trap energies and these people to basically harvest energy off of them to basically bolster their sense of self, because this person is mentally and emotionally homeless because they have not done the work on themselves. So this is somebody that is quite literally floundering right now because they are homeless. And with the current reveal, in terms of the veil of this 3D world being, rolled back, people are seeing this person clearly. They can see that this person has not done work on themselves. This person is showing up in this homeless energy to anybody they meet right now, because people have become aware of the users. They become aware that people are out here really just using people and manipulating people to get energy, or to get, affection, or to get time and attention out of. And this is why this person is showing up in this homeless energy, because when he even as he's trying to engage in these flings, these people are seeing right through him. So they're basically just using him for, the physical aspect, and then they're moving on. So this person is really just, like I said, they've been, irresistibly good, guilty pleasure up until recent time. Now people just see this person as a hellboy. Like I said, they're a toxic lover. This is somebody that is, you know, open 24/7. This reminds me of my grandma used to say, the only thing open this late is Denny's and legs. So that's what I say. This is giving me the energy of somebody that was kind of been in a homosexual type of energy, where they've been quite literally sleeping with people as a form of energy supply, just to get any kind of energy. This is somebody that is, they're restless, they're open all the time, because this is somebody that is, energetically kind of drowning. This is also somebody that is finding themselves as a result of karma on a losing streak. You know, their life is rapidly like the slide. It's going downhill. They're going through consecutive failures and setbacks, and they're constantly losing momentum. But like I said, this is because this person, one, does not have a strong mental foundation. They don't have a good sense of self. They haven't worked on themselves. They haven't healed themselves. So they have no foundation. So they're quite literally sitting in this kind of homeless mental energy because they don't have a strong mental foundation. In order to have a strong mental foundation, you have to go in and work on your subconscious wounds. You have to work on yourself. And this person has not even started. This person is just now starting to come to the understanding that they may need to change, but they haven't actually started changing. This is somebody who is, I'm hearing Kendrick Lamar's lyric, this is not a rap beef. This is a lifelong battle with yourself. This person is in a slow motion fight. Think of those slow motion fights from like The Matrix or something. Like, this person is fighting themselves though. You know, um, this card explains it perfectly. A fight that lasts a long time, calm moments with small storms, bad situations that last a long time. So this person is in that energy now, along with this losing streak. But this is really karma. This is really divine retribution that's showing up in this person's life, because, like I said, this person has spent a lot of time running from themselves. They have spent a lot of time accumulating karmic debt. So they've constantly been picking up excessive baggage. They've constantly been in this, out here slanging that thing with, these flings and thirst traps. They've been very emotionally manipulative and inconsistent emotionally, and this hot and cold energy, playing mental and emotional games with people to get what they need and what they want. This person has, if you think about this in terms of debt, right? So here's what people are either gonna start understand or are starting to understand is that every time you create an offense with somebody, say you do something to hurt somebody, and it's a deliberate, especially even more so, the onus is more on the deliberate, right? Because God judges you based on the intent of your heart, right? So this person has been going around basically creating what we call in the spirit world a spiritual debt. So if you do something to harm somebody or offend somebody, you create a debt with them. This is a soul contract that you basically open. And so you create a debt. So you've basically it's like there's been an exchange. This person took your energy, but they did it in a deceitful way, and then they hurt you and left you, so they've created a karmic debt. So now they owe you spiritually. So now we're talking about spiritual currency. So this person has quite literally gone around and collected up all this debt, because this person has been basically um creating karmic debt. Now the problem is, when you create a karmic debt, you owe this person something, an apology, an equal exchange, because our spiritual world is governed by divine judgment and justice. So that's the think of the Libra scales. Things have to balance off. It's in accounting, we call this the accounting equation. Assets plus liabilities equals owner's equity. That no matter how you move this equation around, it always has to equal itself. So our spiritual realm works in the same way. Energy does not get destroyed, it just moves from one form to another. But ultimately, if you create a debt, when you harm somebody, you have to pay that. So this person has a lot of spiritual debt. They've quite literally gone from place to place, creating these debts that they now owe people. And because this person hasn't been healing themselves, they don't have any spiritual currency to pay those debts. So now this person's life is quite literally falling apart, because we're we just came out of the year of karma, which was basically the year that the spiritual debt collectors showed up and started collecting what was owed people. So this person is homeless because they were in the red. This person was borrowing and taking energy and basically taking spending spiritual money that they did not have. you know this is somebody who wants to fight. They're very defensive, they're dealing with anger issues, but the truth of the matter, these sticks and stones are exactly what this person manifested for their own life. This is somebody who had no problems harming other people, retaliating against other people, if it meant it served their need. And now, like I say, this person has quite literally gone everywhere, you know collecting debt. And this person is quite literally, getting ready to go to spiritual jail, because it's kind of like, back in the day when they had debtors jail, like people go to jail for debt. I mean, I think they got rid of that years ago, but back in the day, way back in the day, if you racked up so much debt, they would throw you in jail. Well, this person is going to spiritual jail because, like I said, this person has racked up a lot of spiritual debt. And even more so, this person doesn't have anything to pay it off, because they have not done any work on themselves. And doing work on yourself is what creates spiritual currency. Being in high vibrational energy is what is the translation of spiritual currency. And in order to get spiritual currency, you have to do work on yourself. Otherwise, you have to steal it off of other people. And this person has been stealing it off of other people, not realizing that, okay, if I had just worked on myself, I wouldn't have needed to steal it off of other people. And then I wouldn't have created karmic debt, and I wouldn't be in the situation that I'm in. This person is just now starting to understand that. Because, like I said, this person did not have an understanding of spiritual law. They did not understand how this whole thing works. Like, you're, stealing energy, spiritual energy off of other people seems like a good short term thing to do. And it is very short term thinking, which is what this person was very much in, because this is the same person that was YOLO, in the moment, in this, lustful Jezebel energy constantly. They were very short sighted in their thinking. And they was very short sighted when they was creating this karmic debt. Now they're finding out that they have burned too many bridges, because now nobody wants to help this person. Because when this person was up on top, this was the same person that was happy to basically betray others and retaliate against them. And now, like they say, be careful of how you treat people on your way up, because those are the same people you see on your way down. Now, this person is realizing that it's too late to apologize. It's too late to say, I'm sorry. This person has burned too many bridges. The time for asking for forgiveness is long past, Even more so, it is going to come across as insincere, because this person was very consciously aware of what they were doing when they were doing it. So, how do you apologize for something that you're not actually technically sorry for? This is somebody now that is still trying to dodge questions, because this person has not done the work, and people are angry, and people basically want their debt paid. You know, it's just, it's giving me like I said, the person that has gone out, borrowing money from everybody or stealing money from everybody, and now everybody don't found out and put the pieces together and realize this one person has borrowed and stole money from everybody else, and now everybody they want their money back. They want their spiritual currency back, and this person can't do it. So this person is really facing a reality check for the first time in their life. They're really understanding that they've made a mess of their lives. They've done nothing but created excessive debt for themselves. And all of this still stems from this person not wanting to face themselves. This is all stemming from this person not healing themselves, because now they're up to their eyeballs in debt. And, now they can't even get help when they need it the most. You know, this person was borrowing when they should have been working on themselves. When they should have been, you know, working for themselves. They were being lazy and taking off of people when they were in a position to help themselves. And now that they're not in a position to be able to help themselves, because they're sitting in this homeless energy, now this person needs help more than ever. But now, you know, people don't want to help them, because they already have been burned by this person. They've already, seen, how this person behaves. This person was arrogant, they were cocky, you know, and like I said, this person has just made a mess of their lives, because like I said, not only have they, you know, failed their spiritual test and not walking towards the unconditional love they could have had with this divine feminine. This is somebody now that is all they can do is just fish for energy. They're hoping by any means necessary that they might get, it's like somebody sitting on a corner with a cup, just hoping that somebody will throw some spare change out. Like, this person is, wishing for success or, opportunity for something better. But this is somebody that is still showing up in the energy as lazy. So it's like you want to get out of this situation, but in order to get out of this situation, you have to do the one thing that will help you, which is you have to start working on yourself. You know, this person is still running from themselves. You know, this person is realizing that they don't understand how to express or receive love. You know, I don't feel like they've discovered their love language. They're realizing that they just don't know how to love or receive love. This is somebody who is very wounded, and like I said, and they're steady running from themselves. They've been too busy, caught up in power plays and trying to, win by any means necessary in this competitive energy, it's giving me the energy of somebody that's been competing with people where there isn't any competition. Like, you know, the true competition is with yourself, and that's becoming the best version of yourself. So this person was so busy in this retaliatory, hot and cold, stealing from people, competitive energy, to realize that the people that they were in competition with were never in competition with them, because the particularly this divine feminine, this unconditional love that he walked away from, he was in competition with this woman, when in actuality this woman was just trying to heal herself. She's done that, and as a result she's been led away. So this person's quite literally on their own, because this is like all of their life is catching up with them. This person, you know, you know, this is somebody that, like I said, they really thought they were heading toward this, to the green light, that all lights pointed towards success. But this is somebody that was honestly in their arrogance and ego, not really understanding, that what they thought was success was really just them being a thief. Yeah. This was somebody, like I said, they were in backstabber energy constantly with people. This is somebody that is now having to sit on unspoken feelings for this divine feminine, as well as for a lot of other people in their lives, because this is somebody who throat chakra is blocked. It's not out here, but I can tell you it is, because this is somebody who is still very energetically a child, because this person hasn't done any work on themselves. They've avoided all of that. So they're sitting on a lot of feelings, and they don't even know how to even apologize to the people that they've harmed, because in order to do that, in order to apologize, it requires a level of self-awareness. And this person's level of self-awareness is not there, because they haven't worked on themselves. It creates a circular problem, and it all boils down to this person has to start to work on themselves, because they've made a mess of their lives, honestly, because they were running from themselves, and they've now ran right smack into a wall that the Most High God is now not letting them get away or get around with. So now this person is being basically court mandated by the Most High God to heal. So this person is in ego death. You know, this is this homeless energy. They're in ego death, and they're having to face the cold, hard, bitter truth. Running from themselves and being in this lustful energy has netted them absolutely nothing. And now they have to start from scratch, and they still lost out on everything. And they have to start from scratch either way. So if they had a did it when everybody else did it, like I said, they would be crossing the stage in their cap and gown, collecting their diploma. Now this person is quite literally back in freshman English 101. So whoever you are, karmic masculine, you got to come out of this energy now. You can continue to sit, and you can continue to languish in this homeless energy, but it's just going to keep you spinning in a lost in your mind, and it's going to continue to put you into this you're going to stay in this mental health issues energy until you start working on yourself. So that's the message. Be blessed.